Hello everybody, Jacqueline here, and I am going to today do a core workout for chair. So anybody with disabilities or anybody with a limited range of motion, or they are trying to strengthen their core when they are in a chair for whatever reason, I'm here for you. So whether you're young, old, whatever the case may be, I'm going to show you some core exercises that you can do to strengthen your core from a chair position. So I have my chair here. I'm going to sit myself down in it. I have a bra top on so that you can watch me engage properly the core as we go along. So I'm going to get you to, first of all, relax the core. So take your stomach muscles and just let them go. So there's my core. All relaxed, I don't have it pulled in. So I want you to think about during the day, recognize, Jacqueline's getting me to check in on my core, or I'm checking in on my core myself. And notice if your tummy is kind of relaxed and not doing anything. I want you to sit up nice and tall, and I want you to take a deep breath in, breathe out, and cough. What happens? Your core gets recruited. Your core is engaged. So take a deep breath out in. First, let's take it out again. Take it out. Breathe it in. Let it out. And as you let it out, start to think about bringing your abdominal muscles in and give a cough. Hold that. So now your muscles throughout your core, from that cough even into the back, are engaged. So I want you to think about breathing, holding that. Sometimes a difficult task. So breathing in, breathing out, keeping that engaged. So it's really easy just to let it go. I just let it go again. So I'm going to breathe it in again. As I breathe out, I'm pulling in all those stomach muscles, and I'm going to cough, and I'm going to hold it. Okay, so now you're holding that. And I want you to be aware of that all the time. So we're going to start off with some arm up and pulling down using the abdominals. So up, down, reach up and down. Don't let that go. Practice. It takes time. Reach up, pull it down. What you're essentially doing is a crunch seated in your chair. You're crunching. And as you reach up, pull down. Reach up, you're using the muscles in your back. Pull down. Reach up, pull down. Let's go 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now I want you to hold it up straight. So just sitting up tall and straight in your chair is going to be engaging your core. So I'm going to turn the chair sideways so that I can demonstrate, because this is really important as well. So sitting sideways, I'll bring my arms up. I'm going to let my core go. There goes my tummy. It's out. I'm relaxed. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Start to pull all those stomach muscles in and hold them and cough. It's engaged. My shoulder blades are still back. I'm breathing. I'm going to reach up, pull down, reach up, pull down. So my range of motion, as you can see, the muscles in my back are working when I raise my arm. All these muscles are having to engage. And then I'm going to pull down and focus on the abdominals. Reach up, pull down. Make a point of it. We're going to keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4. Keep them engaged. 3. Make sure you're breathing. 2 and 1. Shoulders back. I've still got them engaged. I'm not letting myself slouch. Pull in towards the spine, muscles towards the spine. Now, I'm going to pull your shoulder blades back, and we're going to work the back muscles through the core. So you're sitting in your chair, so your back muscles are all part of the core. Your core muscles are not just your abdominals. Many people think, oh, it's a six-pack, but it's not. Your back is super important to help support your body when you're sitting up straight, when you're reaching for things. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach up, pull our shoulder blades back and down, keep that core tight, and then we're going to reach forward with the shoulder blades back. So I don't want anybody hurting their lower back. I just want you to go forward a couple of inches, pull back, forward. So when I come forward, I can feel all these muscles working. Pull back. You're not reaching and letting this go. You're keeping the shoulder blades back. Pull back. Reach forward, pull back. I'm also hip hinging forward and back. So I'm working my back. Which is part of my core. I'm going to go 3 more, 2 more, last one. Okay, now I'm going to put my hands down, give my upper body a little bit of a break. So I want you to continue practicing those. So working the abdominals the way we did with our crunches, reaching up, so it'll be 15 of those, and then reaching forward without losing your back. You're going to keep your shoulders tight. All this is tight. You're reaching forward and you're pulling back. So you're using your abdominals to move you forward and pull you back. So front and back muscles are being used. Let's go back to this one. So if you have mobility of your legs and you have hip flexors that can work, you can start to use the lower abdominals so that's the transverse. It's a really, really deep lying abdominals. So you'll have to engage your kegels. You'll have to engage your undercarriage muscles. Let's put it in layman's terms. And then you can lift your legs one at a time. So that's if you have that mobility. If you don't, you just keep going like this. So let's do it together. So these are things you can do any time of the day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, whatever works for you. And breathe out. And keep that core engagement. Just think about it. Even if you just start with the coughs, do them 10 times a day. Just don't hold your breath. Always breathe and always be conscious of these muscles. They're super important for your body. If you let these go, everything else falls. Everything goes. So let's keep working them, okay? So I've given you for the front, I've given you for the back. Now I'm going to get you to work the obliques. So the obliques are the abdominal muscles, the core muscles that run around the front, and they also run around the back. So to work both of them, I've got my arms out to the side. My hips are square. I'm going to take that deep breath in, breathe out, cough, and take my arms out. So keeping my lower body in place, I'm going to reach and reach and reach. So just focusing on the upper body. So I am taking into account that you do not have any kind of thoracic spinal injuries, that you're okay for this kind of movement. If you do have thoracic, spinal, mid-spinal injuries, I want you to check with your physiotherapist first to see if something like this is okay for you to do. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. So I would say do 2 to 3 sets of 20, going back and forward. You can also have one arm up and go out to the side, bring it back in. So you could do one side at a time. So this is all core. And if you do these, let me know if you're sore the next day, because you should be. So remember, proper technique is to have those shoulder blades in place. You're reaching to the side and coming back. I want you to think about your glutes staying in place. Your hips are staying in place. You have your feet firmly planted into the ground. So this will also work your shoulders. So the great thing about doing your core, your abdominals from a seated position, is that you're focusing on your upper body as well. So your shoulder blades are back in place, my arm is up, supporting my head, and I'm just using my obliques to pull me out and back. So don't let your shoulders reach out, they keep in place. It's all this doing the work. And let's go 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And keep it tight. I have another one for you. This is a fun one to do. And it is a rotation though. So again, you have to check with your physio or your doctor or somebody who really knows what your specific injury or disability is, whether these things are safe for you. Okay, so I'm going to take my hands out to the side on my shoulders. So level 1 is here, level 2 is here, level 3 is here. This will again work your upper body. So I'm going to tighten my core. I've taken my cough. Let's do it together. And I'm going to rotate and rotate and rotate. So maybe it's just a small range of motion you have, but it feels really good because you're working your back muscles as well as your front muscles. So again, the core is worked through the back as well. So I'm going to turn this around so that you guys can see the muscles that I'm working. I hope you can, because this is a low back chair, which is perfect for this purpose. So I've got my arms up and I'm going to turn and turn. So you can see my upper body's working, but I can feel all the muscles through here working. So if I have the back turned, so I'm going to show you that other move that we just did. You can see all the muscles in my back working. So I'm reaching and pulling back, reaching, pulling back, reaching, pulling back, reaching, pulling back. These muscles are all working. And then as we did before too, where we reached forward and pulled back. So I'm reaching. So as I'm reaching forward and I'm keeping my shoulders back and down, all these erectors are working. I'm pulling back, pulling, reaching forward, pulling back. My shoulder blades are not moving, because if I move, then my spine compresses, as you saw. Okay, a lot of chitty-chatting, but it's really important. Glutes, another important thing. Engage the core, squeeze the glutes. Let them go. Squeeze the glutes. Let them go. Squeeze. And as you squeeze, that pelvic floor goes in. So think about it. All the transverse abdominals are going in. Glutes are squeezing. Let it go. Everybody can do this. Let me tell you, if you squeeze your glutes enough, they're gonna be sore the next day. So that's another one that you can practice on your own. Another thing that you can do for obliques is reach across. Take your hands to the other side of your legs. Bring them back up, across. Let's do this together. 3. It's like a Russian twist if you were standing, but you can see my abdominals are working. I'm not doing this is different. I'm using the core to bring my hands to the opposite side of my knees. Breathing. 13, 14, 15. Let's take it to the other side. And across, across. 3, 4. So you can do as few of these as you like, of these different exercises, or all of them, but work up to them, please, because I'm telling you, I can really feel this. Let's go 3 more, 2 more, and last one. And don't forget to stretch. So stretching out the back, reaching up, and then taking your hands underneath and rounding out the spine. So do that a few times as your cool down and your stretch. So curl and extend, arch your back. Curl, extend, arch your back. So what we work, we have to stretch out. Do your warm-ups as well. You can do core every day. Let me know how it goes. I hope you've enjoyed this segment. Have a great day.